There is some good news in the coin markets right now, but not a lot. Was that it? I think that's what most people really want to know. Will this part of the market see something even worse? Is the bottom in? It was yesterday that I talked about a famous chart expert who was looking into the same topic with XRP in mind. And the result was that, yes, that was probably the worst thing that could have happened to XRP. I'll try to go into more detail about that idea today, which I'll stress, but you'll see because I'm giving you the thoughts and views of about 9 different XRP chart analysts. These chart experts with great track records are just as positive. And in fact, everyone thought XRP would break out of the loop. It doesn't make us less excited that XRP will soar to the top. This market cycle is melting people's faces, and most of them think prices will move by more than 10%. Truth be told, even the less risky ones are still around $8, $9, or $10. Since 0.28 was the cycle low for XRP, I don't think that sounds all that bad to most people. Since the cycle low is 28 cents, I think a lot of people will be happy if you go from 28 cents to $10, even if it's just $10. Some experts like Credible Crypto and Crypto Insight UK think that XRP will reach $20 to $30 before the end of this cycle. On top of that, that is safely kept within reality. We're still going to break this down, but that's not crazy. I'm going to say it. There's no reason not to be crazy excited at this point in the cycle. Besides that, I don't always talk that way, but I do when it makes sense. It makes sense when you're looking for a huge bull run, because the best part is still to come, when you can still get the most money that can change your life. Bitcoin isn't much more than $115,000, but XRP costs $2.99. Since yesterday, the market has gone up again, though mostly in a sideways direction. It's not a big deal, but should we hold out hope that things will get better? Really, really beautiful. I have no worries at all about that. This is a post from the Tropic account. This is being run by the co-founders of Glassnode, an on-chain analytics company I've been watching for years. Simply put, they make amazing things that depend on data a lot. When it came to quality, I put Glassnode and Sentiment in the same class. Both of them are always very good. That being said, this is what Tropic said, and since Bitcoin rules the market, this is important. They say Bitcoin isn't going up or down, but it's also not going up either. That's your tell. The sellers don't have any weapons. There are no buyers stepping in. This can only be turned around by amounts of cash, and they are slowly starting to happen again. The time for bears to push this market down is almost up. It takes T-4 days to turn over M2 cash, and it's clear that we've been moving backwards. In other words, you can tell right there that if you're in some kind of balance, nobody is winning, even if you're not good with charts. In that short amount of time, neither the bulls nor the bears are ahead. Flow of money can change this, he says. As he talks about a rise in money moves around the world, he adds that it is quietly turning back on. And we know for sure that Bitcoin has followed every move made by global M2 over the last 10 years. It has a leg, but it moves in the same direction almost 90% of the time. When money comes into the market, it is spread out among people, groups, and businesses in any way that they see fit. So if there is a rise in global liquidity, you must put it into stocks, cryptocurrencies, or anything else you can think of. It takes time too. Most experts will tell you that this causes a 10 to 12 week delay. I also always let them argue about whatever point they think makes the most sense. They can also give reasons why 10 weeks is a better length of time than 12. The Nigerian Tropic account says that 12 weeks or 84 days is a good amount of time. Also, since someone else asked, may I ask how many days of lag you're getting? They are just saying that because of this, there is a very short window of time before the rising liquidity starts to have an effect on Bitcoin. This doesn't mean, though, that there is a perfect connection every day. I could only show you a few days, like 1, 2, 3, or 4. After that, you could say, yeah, there's no link. But when you zoom out on a chart, you can see a clear and real link. And that's why I think, okay, well, yeah, it could get that long really quickly when he talks about the near future. I would say, though, that it's still coming, even if it doesn't happen. Of course, it's still coming, which fits with what Raoul Pal previously said. And I think this is the main reason why most people in the cryptocurrency world are talking about it. It's Raoul Pal's fault. He is a very well-known cryptocurrency influencer with more than 1 million well-deserved fans on X. He is also the founder of Real Vision, worked at Goldman Sachs, and is an international macro investor. His job has been to tell people what's really going on for years. There is no such thing as the perfect measure, but this may or may not be the most important factor. However, as global liquidity grows, so does cryptocurrency. This line tells the truth, so that's what we should expect. This post by Chart Animals Jelly only talks about the next few days. It was made at 10:37 a.m. today. Bitcoin is getting close to the point where it will fail in the center, the moment of truth. If you get this back, the low periods will look a lot better. Can we now turn resistance back into support since the low point has been raised? That's the kind of question I keep seeing from chart experts who say, yeah, there's a good chance that the bottom is already in here, even if most people don't say it out loud. Greg Crypto, a chart analyst, wrote this morning that XRP shows a double bottom formation for our period. I see the XRP formation changing into a standard double bottom in this way. This is one of the bullish patterns we can expect. So chart expert Greg Crypto is sure of where this is going in the end. The answer is up, and he is sure that XRP prices will be moving in double digits by the end of this market cycle. And if you're asking what will happen soon, he thinks this will be a double bottom, which means it will go up after what looks like a higher low. This post from chart expert KC Trades shows the XRP USD chart. XRP is almost ready to break out. What should I watch out for? By the way, this is the expert I was talking about before. I emphasized her point of view and made it clear in a video yesterday that she thinks buyers are pretty much worn out, and that's what she said. She may have said something like selling is draining, which is exactly what I mean. But is that still true now? Is it still looking like things are going that way? Take a look at this.